Hello everybody and welcome in today's video. In today's video we are going to talk about the Bitcoin price, and we are going to go over a couple of altcoins as well, because Bitcoin right now is at a crucial point, and I will share with you some data that is available on Will Portal as well. So guys, let's jump straight into it and drop a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Okay. Now, when we have a look at Bitcoin, we can basically see that Bitcoin has shown a very strong move since the last 60-day cycle low. On the 6th of September right here, we had a very nice move up to the resistance, even tried to break the resistance. And right now it looks a little bit ugly because Bitcoin is rolling over. And yeah, if we cannot maintain to stay above this resistance levels, then we have to assume that we are going to see a further correction in Bitcoin, and that it might be a little bit delayed for Bitcoin to leave this consolidation phase that we actually all have been waiting for such a long time. So when we have a look at Will Portal right here, we can see that actually when Bitcoin did came up to the resistance, we got some selling pressure coming in. We also can see that the sentiment right here is very positive. So the moment we came up to that resistance, the sentiment is very positive and we had selling pressure. We also see the momentum indicators rolling over with bearish divergences. This momentum indicator was rolling over right here, and here we can see some bearish divergences. So this small correction in Bitcoin definitely makes a lot of sense, and if you would have looked at the Will Portal data, you could already see right here that the chances of breaking this thing in one go would definitely be lower than first get a rejection because of the data points that we basically are seeing right here. So it's a little bit tricky. I still think we can see some positive things for Bitcoin too, but we have to take some things into consideration. And one thing that we have to take in consideration is the next 60-day cycle low, which would appear roughly early November. And I've talked about this in my previous videos as well. I said the moment Bitcoin will bounce from the support, most likely we will be go up and we will go to the resistance. And the question is right now whether we blast through that resistance and then maybe get a retest on that next 60-day cycle low right here, or whether we will get something like this where we just still come down and then get a next 60-day cycle low, maybe on the middle of the channel. That would be actually nice, or maybe somewhere in between, and then have another attempt at the resistance and eventually break above the resistance and see a nice acceleration in this bull market and a lot of media attention coming back to Bitcoin. I definitely think that one of these scenarios is one of the more likely scenarios. I think it's less likely for crypto to just come down and maybe even test these lows right here. It's possible, it's definitely possible. So let's go over a couple of altcoins that have shown strength as well. Right now we are looking at Sui, and we had a very nice entry right here at Sui at roughly 64 cents. And right now Sui has met our target, which is the top of the channel right here. I've been taking profits on Sui right here, and I'm also going to tell you exactly what I did with those profits. And this move was also shared over on Will Alerts. That is the private Telegram channel where I'm sharing the trades that I'm making basically. So this was a very beautiful trade. We made a profit of roughly 250% in not so long time frame, so that's definitely beautiful. I took a little bit profits in this consolidation phase as well. I took some profits right here at the top. Right now we are seeing a small correction, but it's still possible that we are going to see another push up to this resistance place, because if we look at Elliott wave theory, this might be something like this. We have the first wave, 1, then we have an ABC correction, that's the second wave, then we have the third wave, which is the longest one. Maybe this is the fourth wave correction, and we get one last push, the fifth wave, up to the resistance. So if you haven't been taking profits on Sui, you can still take some profits because you're still up very dramatically from the entry. But there's also definitely a chance to get another push right here to the upside to complete that fifth wave. Something similar like we have seen right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or maybe this was even the 3, 4, 5. That might be even a better count right here. But you can see the dynamic. I think often we are seeing these markets, they rhyme. They not exactly repeat themselves, but they do rhyme, and these 5-wave structures often are very strong. So what I did with my SUI, I've put it all into TIA. This is what I've shared over on World Alerts as well, and this was pretty good because the moment we took profit on SUI and we put it in TIA, this trade is also already up. It's slightly up, as you can see right here. It's roughly up 13%. But you got to see that in the perspective of the markets, because a lot of the markets, if we look at this, everything is red. Everything is red right here. Everything is coming down. But if we look at TIA against US dollar, this one is actually up. So we not even were able to remain the value of the trade that we made with the SUI trade, but we were even able to increase that value while the whole market is actually coming down. I really like the structure right here because it looks like a inverse head and shoulders formation. We didn't get a confirmed breakout. I was really hoping this would be a breakout and we would have a retest, which would be a very clean inverse head and shoulders. That's normally a reversal pattern, which basically means that from a long down bleeding market, we got a reversal pattern, and then we can slowly transition back into an uptrend market. It's still possible, but we don't have that clean break and retest yet. So that scenario is not confirmed right now, but definitely something to watch. So guys, right now it's a little bit tricky with Bitcoin, with rolling over right here, losing the resistance right before the 60-day cycle low. So of course the highest probability right here is that for Bitcoin to just bleed until the next 60-day cycle low on roughly on the 6th or 7th of November. I do expect, especially also when we have the presidential elections coming up, you know, there is one president that's really pro crypto, that is Trump, that will definitely do something with the narrative. So if we might get a 60-day cycle low and we are going to see Trump, for example, being the chosen president, I think that can be really good for crypto. That can bring a lot of interest back into the space, a lot of retail investors coming back, as a lot of people feel the certainty that crypto will be more adopted with the coming 4 years, having a pro-crypto president. When we have a look at the regular financial markets, this is actually looking pretty insane, guys, because the regular financial markets have just to continue to push higher. So Bitcoin is actually the only asset class that hasn't really been doing this. So we have the regular financial markets going higher, we have gold going higher, we have silver going higher. The only asset class basically is that Bitcoin and crypto has not yet shown that much strength. It has shown a little bit strength, but it hasn't really shown the strength that we want to see, that we really can leave this consolidation phase after being trapped in here since March earlier this year. So we are already quite some time in here, but at the moment we are going to break out. I think the acceleration phase of the bull market starts, and we are going to see really significant inflows in Bitcoin, but also especially into altcoins, as a lot of charts and altcoins, they are just looking, they are looking, in my opinion, pretty good. So maybe in the next videos I'm going to drop some more analysis about altcoins. Let me know in the comment section which altcoins you want me to cover. And if you haven't done so already, guys, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I want to wish every single one of you a beautiful day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.